Oh my, it's Anna! Who so far has had a pretty fucking crummy... I know the fourth date's supposed to be this resolution, but nothing about Anna changes. You just get a whole wad of backstories, like, this is what happened, and I'm like, my sympathy for you does not increase, Anna. Fun fact, I'm not the kind of person who says, okay, you have cancer, that justifies... No, that's not how that works, Anna. If that's how things work, then the world be fucked. Because people will be able to exploit things. Here's the thing you gotta think about, Anna. If you're gonna set a rule, think about what is the worst possible way this rule can be exploited. And now you have a reason not to invent that rule. What is the worst possible way that the ability to silent dissent can be used against you? Oh, it's when you're the dissent and you're getting silenced and thrown in jail for it. Congratulations, you just found out a reason not to make that illegal. Just saying. Just saying, Anna. That if, especially her, like if it was someone nicer, I'd be like, okay, you're a nice person. You're clearly doing this from the good of your heart. Like you're doing this for the world. But for fuck's sake, Anna, the world's better off without you, or your brain in sort of smarts in some better person's body. Like, ugh, you're not even trying to be a nice person. And that's the thing that gets me. You know, it'd be great if Anna had just a scene where she just like picks up some recycling material. So like, I care about the environment. Like, I care about this. And she's like, you have cancer, but yeah, I still care about it. I still care about the legacy I leave. You know, that gave her some humanity. She doesn't have to be nice to people, but at least she cares about what she's doing. Instead of this, I don't care about anything, why should I care about you? That's the thing, right? Why would you be in a relationship with someone who doesn't give a shit about you, either? Like, she doesn't seem to have the power to show empathy and compassion to someone. She just is. It's all fucking id. No ego, no super ego, none of that. All id, all just what I want, what I want, what I want. Also, the fact that she hadn't told anyone... but her doctor knows, I'm pretty sure that would leak out in seconds, if she's indeed as famous as people say she is. I'm pretty sure the chemo would start to tip people off, just saying wink wink nudge nudge. But then again, cancer is one of the easier, like it's never specified what it is, but if it's like cancer in a place that's not obvious, I can imagine you could actually hide it pretty well, especially since you don't have hair to lose. Like, there's nothing chemo could... Actually... You know, it would be great if Anna does have, like, a telltale sign. Like, some of her scales are gray or dead or kind of rough. Like, there's clearly some decay going on. That'd be great if, like... But Anna comes across as, like, the pristine example of a dragon. It doesn't work character-wise. She doesn't... Again, it's so much telling. I'm super smart. I have a disease. All selling. No showing. You get a letter, at most, about her cancer. That's, like, the one time it comes up. Maybe with Remy that other time. But it's never shown that she has cancer. It's never shown that it's taking her down. Until the end... But by then, why would you give a fuck? You have already gone down her path. You've already done her thing. Why would you care at that point? You've already done. Ugh, I'm just saying. It does not do a good job at making Anna a character you can care about or want to be interested in. God damn it, my brain is now fucked up. I think, again, it's another situation... God, see, it's another one of these. It's Sprokelen, but it's written as Sprokelen. Fuck me. Wouldn't Anna have a super big situation to rat Remy out after the situation that takes place? Like, she's part of the selection process, and the selection process fucked her over. I doubt Remy at this time would be in the selection council, since, I don't know, the timing is just super fucking weird. These people are too young! They're too young for this! You've got a 23-year-old who's going to die of an unspecified type of cancer. You've got a guy who's clearly a prodigy because he is implied to have several degrees in order to be a researcher several years before the game. And you have a guy who's in... I guess Bryce actually kind of works. He's actually 28. Like, he's approaching... He's past his prime. Like, I could imagine him being there in a small-time cop environment. They got a dean who's super old and is somehow still stuck as a regular delivery person in financial problems, despite being the kind of person who I'd imagine be adjusted to that and have figured out ways to work around that. Like, all these people are both acting younger than they are and are in situations that require them to kind of be older to really work. It just doesn't... Man, some of this writing just comes to a grinding halt where you put a fucking microscope on it. That being said, as I said, you're not going to notice unless you actually pay attention. And you're probably not going to because you're like, ooh, dragons. But when you do, it's like, man, everything falls apart real fast and it's really annoying. Oh god, I don't know what that word is in plural. Goal meat. Oh my god, that's terrible. What? Oh, no. That's just... okay. Okay. Comités. That's not bad. Isn't it other lay with... yeah. I'm adding here that she specifically mentions her with On My Prestige, kind of emphasizing that the reason they should give her this credit on an incurable disease is that she has the backing for it. Like, the way the sentence sounds is it really sounds like she's just being an arrogant snot, when she clearly earlier mentioned that she's kind of in the position to do this. Also, why would a cure for... I guess the way... I imagine it would take a while to set the cure for cancer that humans have on to work on dragons. If it's nanomachines, it would probably take a while to get the nanomachines to play nice. But there's still the question, if it's chemical, how the fuck would it work on a dragon? Like, cancer is a series of diseases. It's not one disease. Depending on which cell goes rogue, things drastically change. Cancer isn't one thing. It is a general symptom, but it's not a single disease. It's like... every single disease that gives you fever and makes you sneeze is not the flu, by definition. They're all different diseases requiring different treatments. Just similar symptoms, is the point. Wow, that actually sums up the flu a lot better than most people tend to imagine it being. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Accidental moments of clarity. They're the kind of stuff that, you know, makes you look like an asshole. Because you're like, oh, I'm so smart. Morals, now. I think I know. What are norms and values opposed to thousands, if not millions, of lives? Like, I really like the idea that Anna's just being a fucking douchebag, and she's like, I'm saving people. No, you're not. Let's not pretend you're doing that for that reason at this point, Anna. We clearly know that you're doing this for your own sake, if anything. Like, I understand, yes, you would help people, but that's like saying, I want to destroy this country because they're evil, because I don't like them. Yeah, you'll help people, but I'm just saying, it doesn't mean you can go all whack job on it. Not to mention the fact that Anna is probably like a lot of people would probably claim credit instantaneously. They'd snatch it out from under her because no one wants her to have it. The history books aren't going to remember her. They're going to have to whitewash her. Well, they did it with a bunch of assholes. Like, they did it with Columbus. They did it with Thomas Edison. A lot of assholes in history have gotten the whitewashing treatment despite being giant douchebags. So, I can imagine Anna actually getting away with it now. Ugh, spooky. Although this is a different time. I wonder if that could be done nowadays. Like, nowadays, people will instantly jump on that, even if you're not that important. Oh, that's actually the wrong word. It reads similar. Younger. You see? What? Of course you were younger then! If you're talking in past tense, by definition you were younger. I need to know this. Naif. Yeah, for one, I don't think that's the proper spelling. Also, that's not the proper spelling because there's an E in there. I don't know if even the Dutch do that. Okay, it's naifer, apparently. Why would they... Did she tell them? She told them! Why would you tell them? Why would you tell these people that you've already started working? Like, she doesn't mention this, she just says that she already expected... Ugh, God damn it, Anna, you're a fucking moron. If you're gonna do something illegal, don't just start it and be like, I'm gonna do something illegal. I'll wait. Because then technically you've committed a crime regardless of if they've approved it. Like, retroactively, it's still a crime. That's not how approval works. They might have corrections, you know? In jeopardy. Yale party. I guess so. I was thinking about that, but it just doesn't sound right for some reason. She doesn't specify anything. What kind of cancer she has. What she's really been doing in there. Anna, for fuck's sake, the amount of secrets you keep. Why would you trust her? She's bipolar. She's hyper-aggressive. She's a bitch. She keeps secrets from everyone. What is there to like about her other than the fact that she's kinky? I don't care how kinky you are, but at this point, she's better off as a prostitute than a person you want to love. Just saying. You're better off in a dungeon than as a person you have a house with. Like, the ending, she's kind of nice. Like, the endings, there's something to her that kind of works. But the humility isn't present here at all. If anything, she sounds more arrogant than she has any right to be. Egrunius. I'm still angry, but luckily after this I got other things to worry about. Charged. Yeah, that's accusing. Okay. I got it all wrong. Suspended. This actually works out really nice. Like some of the parts previously, the translation's a bit but here it works really well. Like I'm really in the groove. That being said, here's another problem. Anna is guilty, and your character is okay with this. Like, the problem here is that your character's just like, oh, you committed a crime, and you're an asshole, but I'm on your side, for no real good reason. Anna's not a nice person. At no point does she come across as a good person you'd ever want to be with. And yet your character in this trial is like, sure, whatever. It's just... she's a terrible date. She's a great character. She's a great person, but she's not a good protagonist, is what I'm trying to say. Like, she doesn't work well as anything but an antagonist or a deuteronomist, you know? She needs to be on the background or a secondary element, but not a focus, because she doesn't work as a character the protagonist can, by definition, align with. Like, her whole dating line requires you to put aside the fact that she's terrible as a person, and just be okay with that all the time. And her fucking bitching and moaning, the fact you have to play into her handle the goddamn time. Holy shit. Anna, I used to like you, but all you are is kinky. As a person, you're just dreadful. Ugh. And I'm gonna stop talking about this because I've made my point. Why don't you do it the way you should? Like, with the right papers in it. Like, I understand her point, but you could just collect the information you need, and then be like, I have this evidence, I wonder how far it goes. Like, if you just collected it and you didn't do anything with it, you could be like, listen, I have this evidence. Like, they've already given me this stuff. Can I just do this? It'd be better than just doing it and not asking anyone. Like, that's the problem. It's implied she hasn't asked anyone for any permission whatsoever. Ugh. Oh, they have to discuss with humanity. I guess that's fair enough. Why didn't you make that part of it anyway? Like, why wasn't original part is we're gonna give you more generators for more human bodies? Like, I'd imagine the dragons would be very interested in that, and humans would be very interested in dragons. And yet they don't. None of it comes up. Great fucking story. Ugh. Like, hand-waving... like, here's the thing. You can hand-wave elements and say, okay, fine. But you can only hand-wave so much until you're just distracting someone with the amount your hand is waving things away. At some point, they can't see the forest because your hand is in the fucking way all the time. Pretty sure you could wait a fucking week or so. I mean, with the connections you have, you could probably get straight to the council. Ugh. Death sentence. I mean, it doesn't sound as... It's like it's your death punishment. It just carries a different nuance to it. Also, that wasn't going to happen in general. Like, humans aren't a cure for cancer. Why didn't you... Like, you could have just told her that. Why is this... Why is this coming up? How did you think of it? I mean, you did it before, Anna. That's kind of the problem. Is you've done this before. You've clearly shown a disregard for the rules and the laws because it benefits you as a person. Like, this, again, why would you agree with her? Why would you ever think that's okay? Like, she's already demonstrated this is a terrible fucking thing to do. Like, Amelia is the living evidence, Anna, that this is more than just that. Like, this is you crossing lines because you can, with no regard for the consequences thereof. It's like saying, it's going up to fucking Oppenheimer and saying, Oppenheimer, how about you make a better nuclear bomb that you can't test because it will just destroy the Earth? Just don't worry about the details. Just do it. I'll ask for permission at some point. It'll be fine. I'm pretty sure the US government would love a world-ending super bomb that would destroy America as well. Mutual destruction's great. Pretty sure the Geneva Convention isn't going to destroy America for trying that. Like, that's the point. You need permission. Especially because the whole... Like, how is this working? Is the question. At this point, it's implied the council stretches over multiple cities at the very minimum. And yet, there's all this shit happening. It's not established. Are there city-states? Are there multiple cities in a single state? Are there any other states to begin with? Or is it all just internal politics? So little is explained, yet it goes there. You cannot... Let me take that back. You can't have a political intrigue or a story regarding politics without explaining in detail ahead of time how the system works. I don't know if the council is big influential or if they're just a bunch of people who make some minor decisions on the side. I don't know who the main ruling body is. I don't know what the dragon military looks like. I don't know what their police force actually is organized like. If there's someone above Bryce, if there's someone besides Bryce, if Bryce is part of a council of police chiefs. None of this is explained. And as a result, I can't give a shit because I don't know what the context is of the decisions made and how they impact things. I'm angry again. How about I stop? This is not going to get any fucking better. Ugh. This is just fucking cheesy. Like, in modern day, people are gonna be like, that's a breach of privacy to the insane degree. Like, ooh. Ooh. This is my life, yeah, and you fucking suck, Anna. If there was a trolley and I could throw you under the fucking trolley over like 5 random strangers I care nothing about, congratulations, Anna. I hope you liked being part of the railroad tracks, because that's the end of your life.